Heyo everybody, Haku here, recording the first part of my Boku no Hero Academia read-through. Now, this, of course, suggested by a ton of people. A ton of people wanted me to read this, and that's pretty much all I know about it. Never watched anything of the anime, never read any of the manga whatsoever. So, this is my first introduction to it. I can tell from the title, from the title at least I would assume it's about, like, a school for heroes or something. I know it's a shonen, but yeah, that's about all I know. People want me to read it, it's a shonen. From the title I can gather it's probably about a school for heroes. Like, if it's not, the title is a bit, well, look at Bleach. Bleach has nothing to do with, the title. But whatever, I did read the one-shot, and I recorded that because I was going to have it as part of the live reaction, but, or the reaction, the reviews, the read-through, but, I didn't really like it, and also I'm pretty sure it has nothing to do with the actual manga, so, yeah, I'm just going to cut that out and ignore it. And yeah, that's it. I'm going to try to do this 4 chapters at a time, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, but for this first episode, I know the first chapter of a manga is usually really long, and for this it's like 50-some pages. So for this, I might be only able to do like chapters 1 and 2, or 1, 2, and 3. So this might be shorter than the others, but I'm going to shoot for 4 chapters per episode of this read-through, reaction, and review. But either way, let's go ahead and get into chapter 1. The title says Midoriya Izuki, the origin. So let's see what the origin is. Okay, are we doing this? We are doing this. My Hero Academia. Alright, looks pretty cool. Oh, it's in color as well. Men, it's really cruel to do that, Kat-chan. I cry, you know. I cry, you know. I won't let you continue without doing anything. And he's shaking. Nowadays, the extraordinary is that ordinary when something ordinary can sublimate into another extraordinary. Okay? You're without individuality, so don't think of yourself as a hero, you good-for-nothing. Yo, and there's one kid with a freaky long-fingered hand. One looks like he's making an explosion, punching his fist into his hand. And then there's a fat kid with some wings. Are not all equal at birth. This is a fact that I realized when I was 4. And then I knew my first and last great discouragement. This villain is huge, and it's a big hero battle going on. This begins the story of a dreamer boy in a world of dreams. It all began in the town of King, China. One day they announced the birth of a luminescent baby. Humanity suddenly experienced an extreme change. Then the paranormal was declared everywhere. Time passed, and we could not explain the cause of these phenomena. Very quickly, the paranormal became normal, and dreams became reality. So people being born with powers, of course, used those powers to become heroes. Current society is composed of supermen, and about 80% of the world's population has a unique physical constitution. Disorder swirled around the world. It is in these circumstances that the profession that everyone has dreamed of came under the spotlight. Okay, next page. Go away, Ian. And there's this giant shark-looking monster dude fighting a hero. It must be really impressive individuality to be able to transform into a monster. What's wrong? Oh, it's just a handbag thief acting violently now that his back's against the wall. A villain appeared, and thus trains are stopped. Yes, I do not know when I'll arrive at the office. Is a dude talking on the phone. Kya, do your best, Kamui. So they're all like treating this superhero battle like it's just a normal everyday thing. Who's fighting? Izuku Midoriya, 14 years old, and the protagonist is watching on. You used your skills for illegal purposes when people are going to work, and you have committed a theft resulting in injury. You're really evil incarnate. This is the Kamui Wood. He's a young talent experiencing a surge of popularity. Hey, you know a lot about him. You would not be a fan? No, says the hero. Yo, he has a cool power. His arm is like growing roots. This is your punishment. Show us some big moves, woodsman. Here it is, the famous absolute preemptive, I think they spelled preemptive wrong, preemptive confinement. Lacquered chain prison. Yo, that looks really, really cool. Okay, moving on to page 8. And I am using an online manga reader to read this instead of the official. If I like it, I will definitely buy the official. I'm just using this because it's easier for a video. Cannon Canyon. Yo, and this chick comes out of nowhere and kicks his friggin' face in. Everybody's just staring. I just started today. I'm called Mount Lady. Mount Lady, hello. Hello, Mount Lady. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Oh my gosh. As the number of paranormal phenomenon grows up, the number of crime exploded like wildfire. And when governments were bound hand and foot by laws that restrict radical revisions of any reaction, courageous people and character traits of American comics went into action. They kept an eye on the paranormal and defended the people from bad intentions. Very quickly, under the leadership of public opinion, the hero, after acquiring specific civil rights, saw their professional activities officially recognized, and to reward their efforts, they received their salaries directly from the state and they were acclaimed by the crowds. Titan's transformation, It is truly great that it is quite popular and is really a great individuality, but when you consider the damage cost to the city, can you fear a bad cost-benefit ratio and limitations of use to come? No, it might depend on whether she can grow at will or not. And he's just writing down notes. Hey, you also take notes. You think of becoming a hero? No, it's good. Continue and give everything you've got. Yes, I'll do my best. Okay, you're all in third grade. Third grade? Well, what? In other words, it is now or never that you should think of your future. Excuse me, in third grade? I will now distribute the career aspiration document. But hey, you have, for the most part, the ambition to go the section of heroes, no? And all the people in the class are like all freaky with powers and stuff. Well, everyone here has good individuals, but be aware that the use of it outside the establishment is against the rules. Sir, please don't put me in the same bag as the others, says this one dude. Okay? Okay, so third grade was obviously a mistranslation. They're talking probably like third year middle school or something. I really do not intend to make buddy-buddy with those who have weak individualities, you know? Katsuki Bakugo, 14 years old. What do you mean by that, Katsuki? Shut up, you secondary characters. Behave as such. Oh yes, indeed, Bakugo. You want to go to UA High School, don't you? That national high school? It takes a total score of 79 to get in there this year, right? It's also said that the entrance examination has the air of cutthroat. Wait. Cutthroat. Well, I think. Okay, sorry, it's hard to, like, the words are kind of small on some of these pages. So, sorry, a little bit hard to read for this. Let me check my audio real quick before moving on. We're on page 11, for those of you following along. I'm not surprised that secondary characters like you were quacking. I got an A at the exams. I'm the only one here that will go to UA. I will even surpass All Might. Then I will become the highest ranked hero of all. I'll leave my name forever in the annual ranking of the richest people in the world. Oh, says one guy. Now that we talk about it, it's true that Midoriya also wishes to enter UA. And then everybody looks back at the protagonist and starts laughing. Seriously, Midoriya, it's impossible for you, someone who only knows how to study, can't join the hero section. It's not set in stone. You just say that because it's never happened. Friggin' Batman has no powers. Look at Batman. Good for nothing. And then he punches the desk and it explodes. Huh? You don't even have weak individuality. You got nothing. So why are you trying to enter the same arena as me, huh? Wait, you're wrong. Not so fast, Kat-chan. I don't intend to compete against you. Not at all, I swear. It's my goal since I was little. And then Nothing ventured, nothing gained. What do you mean by that? Say your prayers. And he's getting even more pissed off. What are you capable of, anyway? 1202, same city. No! Thief! Stop him! And some freaky-looking dude is running. Catch me if you can. Someone's coming through. Someone is coming, though. He just enjoys the mess this morning to put him as his grain of salt, right? What in the world is all of this? People who are struggling to curb their individuality. They're definitely everywhere. Yo, this is a sketchy translation. I might have to find something different for the next part of the read-through. There are no limits. Yes. Yes, there is. Why, you ask? Because I'm here. Dude smiles. Let's go to the karaoke. I can't. And it's all the class just talking. The incident this morning is at the top of Yahoo News. I should hurry to get home and make a summary. I still have things to settle with you good-for-nothing, says the Bakudo guy running up. What is that, Katsuki? For the future. Seriously. Pfft, Midoriya. It doesn't concern you. Give it back. And it looks like he punches the notebook and makes it blow up. This is too cruel. Some say that it is possible at the start of the year to determine the person who will be the first-ranked hero. I'll be the first, but also the only one of this shabby municipal school. And more, since I am a perfectionist, I want those who claim the title of the one who seeks to continue his studies at UA have a certain dignity. He really isn't open-minded. For the moment, forget the idea of passing the entering contest of UA, you dirty nerd. And then protagonist just sort of walks away. Oi, hey, try to answer at least something. He can't. He's so pathetic that even in third year, he still can't see things in the face. Yo, like, this translation is dodgy. Dodgy is all dodgy. I forgot. There is a method that can be really effective if you want to become a hero so much, says Katsuki. Making the leap of the faith from the roof, believing with all your might that you'll have an individuality in the other world. And then, protagonist looks back angry. You got something to say? Moron, he thinks. If I really jumped from the roof, it would mean suicide for me, right? Think before you speak. This is not for... What the... Oh. What? This translation doesn't... This is not for cat, stupid fish. This is my lecture notes, fools. He's saying while he fishes his notes like out of the little fishbowl. Well, this is dodgy subs. This is making it less enjoyable. But I'm liking the concept, even though it's moving a little slow. But I don't mind that. You know I like slow stuff. Page 17. Fools. Mom, the computer. Looks like we're moving into some flashback. Again? Seriously, you asked me to watch so many times that you have all by yourself increased the number of views by thousands. It gives me the chills just looking at it. Yo, this kid needs to start watching the channel. This is an old video. A hero making his debut. Did you see that? He's already saved 100 people, and it didn't even take 10 minutes. Really, what a monster. Just after a disaster arrived, he laughs loudly. You no longer have to worry. Why, you ask? Because I'm here. So cool. If I can get an individuality, I want one that looks like his. That won't happen. You'd better give up, says this one doctor. Yikes. There really is something wrong with him? Other children in kindergarten have all had manifestations of their abilities, but my son's the only one that hasn't yet. Please excuse me for interrupting you, madam, but you're the 4th generation, no? I want to talk in terms of individuality. Yes, quite. I'm able to attract small objects to me, says the bomb. As for my husband, he can breathe fire. You see, in general, this is where the complex individuality manifests until the age of 4. The foot? Why in the foot? What? Well, in the past, when the paranormal was still in its beginnings, the results of her research about it made a great noise in their publication. Sorry, I'm like having to change around some of these sentences to make them actual understandable English. These results, which have spread like wildfire, indicated that everything depended whether or not the presence of articulation at the small toes. Do you not know? You see, one might compare it to the maxim, men hardly need what they don't use, and as regards the men in which these joints are absent type, we can say that it represents a new stage of evolution. Okay, I think I understand the concept here. Izuku, meanwhile, has 2 joints, and although this is increasingly rare in our world, it means he has no individuality of any kind. So he's gonna be Batman. He laughs loudly. Mom, he says, still staring at the screen, whatever the problems that people encounter, I will save them with a smile on the lip. Heroes are really too cool, he says, crying. Maybe, me too, I could become one someday. And then the mom hugs him, crying too. I'm sorry, Izuku. I'm so sorry. Of course not. Don't say that, Mom. At that time, I wanted you to tell me. When I was little, I'd made my decision already. Yeah, I should avoid listening to what people say. I have to keep my head up and continue to move in the direction that I've set myself. Moving on to page 22 now. Yo, this gloopy monster thing pops out of the sewer behind him. Invisibility cloak, size M. Yo, and it jumps on the dude. A villain? Or no, is this dude gonna like be straight like Venom? Maybe he isn't gonna be Batman. Or yeah, Venom from Spider-Man, right? Don't worry. Stop wriggling like that. I'm just gonna take control of your body for a little time. Good? It'll hurt you for 45 seconds, then the pain will disappear. Thanks for that, man. You're my hero. Still, I would have never thought that someone like him would come in this town. If he thinks he can catch me when I'm in liquid form, he can always dream. I can't breathe, thinks the protagonist. I'm losing all my strength. I'm gonna die. Is this the end for me? Someone help me. I'm gonna die. I don't want... Or is he gonna activate a power? Don't worry, kid, says the hero busting up out of the sewer. I'm here. Yo. His hair. Texas? Smash. Yo, and he punches the dude apart. Just because the air pressure? Thinks the dude... Yo. And the protagonist's face getting, pushed to the side. All my... Hey, kid. We're on page 26, checking the audio right quick. Wake up. Ah, thank God. Whew. How? Says the protagonist, yelling. You seem to be doing well. This is the most important. I'm really sorry. You got involved in my removal of the villain. I don't usually make beginner mistakes like this, but well, maybe I've let myself go a little since I'm in a strange land. And that was the capture was made off-screen. Hero number 1, All Might. Anyway, it's thanks to you that I've succeeded, so thank you. I did a checkmate without a problem at the end. All Might, the real one. All Might in the flesh and bone. It's designed in a completely different way. I forgot. Can I have your autograph? Ah, my notes. Please. Whoa, and he opens the notes and it's already autographs. Thank you very much. I'll make this a family heirloom, a family treasure even. Well, I have to take him to post. Check out my exploits on on LCD TV, kid. He walks off, carrying what's left of the dude. Ha, really? Already? But still, You know, professionals must constantly fight against time and evil. Wait, I still have a bunch of questions for you. With that, I'm counting on you to continue in the future, to support me, and he jumps away. Oh my gosh, the protagonist hanging onto his leg. Huh? No. Let me go. Are you crazy or what? If I let you go now, I'm going to die. Indeed. I have many things to ask you directly. You. Okay, I understand. Close your eyes and mouth now. Shit. Yo, and it looks like he's bleeding from the mouth? The heck? Where am I? Damn. Motherfucker, if only he doesn't exist. It's his fault for getting in the way. But you're childhood friends, right? Says, you've really gone too far now, says two of the guys in the background. Looks like, Bakudo's kicking something. Even when we were kids, he was already a jerk who believed in a dream. I'm getting angry just remembering that. Enough about that. I told you to stop smoking, he says, turning around. If you get busted, it'll make me look bad on my school report. Look, both of them turn and point towards him. Invisibility cloak, with good individuality. Yo, says, is that the same dude or another dude coming and flying at him with... Because I thought All Might had grabbed or defeated the dude. But nah, invisibility cloak dude is jumping onto, Bakudo. That was creepy. The main character says on the ground again now. Seriously, I was forced to land to talk to a person at the bottom of the social ladder. What? But, well, I really have no time to lose, so I'll leave you here, says All Might. Wait, no, I can't wait. Can I become a hero, even without individuality? Says the protagonist. Is it possible for a person without individuality to become like you? No individuality, he says, looking back. And then they hear an explosion. Oh, I smell a rat. Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. Yo, and what in the hell? Did he get hit in the back with something? And the main character's still just talking to himself. Because I do not have individuality. No, it is perhaps not only because of it either, but they laugh all the time at me. I do not really know why, but I think it's really cool to be able to save people. Yeah, I think the problem I'm having here is just this freaking, the translation is throwing me off here and there. I want to save people with a smile that knows no fear. I want to become the best heroes, just like you. And he looks, and All Might is this scrawny little dude. Ha! You narrowed, huh? Suddenly, huh? You're a fake, right? You're an imposter, right? You're too thin. I am All Might, he says with blood coming from his mouth. What? I don't believe you. There are many people who retain their abs at the pool, right? Well, there is none. Stop lying, he says. A smile that knows no fear, huh? Well, as you can see, kid, what's written on the internet is not necessarily true, you know? That's not true. And he lifts up his shirt and he has this weird wound. This is a wound I got 5 years ago by the attack of a villain. Result, semi-destruction of my respiratory system and total removal of my stomach. My face is emaciated and haggard. My eyes are side effects of repeated surgeries. Currently, I can't work actively as a hero for more than about 3 hours a day. This is my limit. 5 years ago, when you fought against the venomous chainsaw, you know your subject well. I won't let them get me like that anyway. What I just told you was never publicly disclosed. I will therefore ask not to reveal it to anyone, please. The symbol of peace who saves people with a smile absolutely can't afford to bow to the forces of evil. If I laugh, it's just to distract me from the fear and the pressure under which I awash as heroes. Professionals must always put their lives at stake, so I can't openly say that being a hero is possible without ability, but it may not be possible, simply. I see. If all you care about is to save people, then you can also become a policewoman, he says. That way, you're also... Okay, a policeman. Why did I read policewoman? I guess because I saw become above policeman. I was about to say, is he calling the main character a girl? Okay, or is the main character a girl? But no. Okay, got it. That way, you're also responsible for receiving the villain, a job often ridiculed and disparaged, but no less admirable. It's not a bad thing to dream, but be careful not to obscure the facts, kid, he says, walking off. Well, I gotta hurry and take... And then he hears something in the background. This is not true. Yo, and we see the big cloak dude running rampant. As if I'd let me be a... What the heck? This translation. As if I'd let myself be absorbed by a muddy bastard. What incredible strength. Looks like I pulled the right number. With this individuality and this force, I may be sure to take my revenge on that guy. Perfect. Who's this guy? A villain of first rank, perhaps? Go Heroes. Okay, the translation is really bothering me. I'm gonna really have to find something new, like, next time. I can't do anything if there's not at least 2 lanes of traffic, says the giant chick trying to fit between buildings. Explosions and... Hold on, can I zoom in on this? Hold on. I'm gonna have to zoom in on this, because there's, like, no freaking way. Okay, there we go. Like, the words were so freaking small. Explosions and flames are not really my cup of tea, says the tree dude. I give my place to someone else this time. We expect your help. Thank you. Turning off this fire requires my full attention, says some fireman dude. The truck isn't there yet? What the fuck? It's so slippery that you can't catch him with bare hands. And more, because this kid has a good individuality, the only solution is to wait it out, says the one hero dude. Because of that, we believe it to be like a minefield. Even going there, it's difficult to do anything. Yo, so this dude can control Bakudo's powers. Okay. This is such confusing. Wow. And it looks like he's causing some more explosions. It's useless. There's no one here who can stop this. Yeah, this is not even proper English. One can only wait for someone with advantageous individuality to show up. What will you do with the number of victims growing during this time? Bring someone, and now, says the one of the firefighter dudes. It makes me feel sorry for the kid, but I'll have to wait a little longer. Fuck, says the one hero guy. If only I had the power to send him to the other world or something like that. And we see, the dude, what's his name? All Might whistling in the crowd. He must have fallen at that time. I was so absorbed in what I was doing that I didn't see the time pass. What a mistake on my part. And all this just because I was trying to reason with a fan. I'm pathetic. So pathetic. And then we see main character walking around. Be careful not to obscure the facts, he's remembering. It's so pathetic to see that even in 3rd year, I still can't face these things. In other words, it's now or never that you'll seriously consider your future. The highest in the professional ranking. No crying. I've already known it, right? This is the reality, but it is precisely because that I knew that I was deadly serious. Do not look, I tell you not to. Watch. And then we hear some laughing. This explosion yet. You'll look just because you're used to, huh? Stop right now. It's useless to continue watching. What's he doing here? And all the crowd is trying to watch the fight and the dudes like demolishing the place. All Might, the villains escaped. Or is it that he fell? But then, it's my fault. Why is it that heroes are standing there like pegs? I understand that a schoolboy got caught. He got caught, that is to say, he faced this pain, says, the main character remembering when he was attacked. Anyway, this villain, isn't this one All Might, the one that All Might pursued earlier? All Might, seriously, do you think he'll come? I caught a glimpse of him before. Well then, what takes All Might so long? And he's just standing in the crowd. This is my fault, and whoever is caught can't move. This mud's elusive, and they're waiting for a hero with advantageous individuality to come. Hang on. Sorry. I'm really sorry. Someone will come and save you right now. Someone. A hero will come to save you from one moment to another. And then main character just runs at him, sees it's Bakudo's face, or he sees Bakudo's face and runs at him. Moron, stop, he busts through the hero's barricade. This kid, good for nothing. Yo, and he dropped the book. Why do I rush towards him? What makes me? Why? Death by explosion. What do I do? What do I do? At a time like this. Page 25. The best way to avoid injury. Yo, and he throws his bag at him and charges in. Kachan, why? Why are you here? Says Bakudo. My legs moved by themselves. I really don't understand why. I think there were several reasons for this, and it's a bunch of thoughts. You'd better not give up. This is my fault. So why is it that you're trying to get into the same arena as me, huh? Yes, I won't. I will do my best. Kachan, nothing ventured, nothing gained. That's my goal. Heroes are really cool. Be careful not to obscure the face. I want to save people with a smile on my lip, but at that time it was mostly because your face seemed to be calling for help, he says, smiling. Yo, stop, you pathetic. Pathetic. I almost finish. So move. He'll die needlessly. It's as if he's asking to commit suicide, says all the heroes watching. Yo, and then All Might bursts in and grabs their arms. You've managed to persuade me that my morals are not there just for me to listen. To me, it's saying that I have to set an example. To me it's saying I do not set an example. The professionals put their lives all the time on the line. Okay, this is terribly bad English. Hold on. The professionals put their lives all the time in this game. I get what he means, though. Detroit Smash. Why is it all just named after random places in America? Yo. And he's bleeding from the mouth. Yo, that punch was pretty incredible. It's raining. Wait, did he just cause updraft with just air pressure? Hey. Time has changed nothing that with a straight... What? So cool. So this is it. The real power of All Might. After this incident, the heroes recovered pieces of Muddy and carried them without harm to the police station. I am really having to try my hardest to make this into actual English. I was right to long sermons from the hero? What? You didn't really need to expose yourself to such danger, says this one hero. Kachan, meanwhile, was complimented. What incredible strength in this individuality. If you become a professional, I'll make my junior? Maybe I'll make you my junior, or my apprentice or something. Like, oh my gosh, this is terrible. This is really honestly terrible. I wanted to apologize to All Might, but guess I'll have to settle for me to send him a message on his homepage after returning. Hey, good for nothing, says Bakudo behind him. Never asked for you to come help me. I didn't need to be saved, okay? You got it? I could take care of myself, okay? The only thing missing is that I have to apologize to a good-for-nothing without individuality like you. I owe you, maybe, but don't think I'll apologize. Fucking nerd, and he turns around and walks away. What a strong head. Things are as you said. My helplessness is still there, but anyway, I'm happy. After all these events, I'll now be able to abandon the future I dreamed. I'm here, says All Might showing up. Huh? All Might, what are you doing here? You're surrounded by a horde of reporters earlier. I can avoid them if I want to. After all, I'm All Might... And he starts coughing and turns into his small self again. Kid, I came to thank you and make some corrections. I also have a proposal for you. Huh? If you hadn't been there, and if I didn't hear your personal story, and you even told me that I had fake muscles, for all that, I must thank you. Fake muscles? Don't. From the beginning, it's entirely my fault. I disturbed you during your work, and I was relatively cheeky as I am without individuality. About that. At that time, no one could act. You're the only one who could do it. You, a shy person and just without individuality, and that really touched me. Okay, but then what? How does the story end up for most of these people? It always concludes with these words, "My body moved by itself." Some say that while being in school, maybe, it's possible to determine the most people who will be part of the best ranked heroes. For one reason or another, I remembered the words of my mother, says, or thinks, the main character, crying. "I'm sorry, Izuku. I'm so sorry. This is what happened to you too, right?" says All Might. "Yes." "Don't say that, Mom. At that time, I wanted you to tell me you can become a hero," says All Might, and he falls to his knees crying. Dreams eventually become real. Also, I forgot to mention it, but this will be my story, the story of my journey to become the best of all heroes. The legend has just begun. Like that was so good, and it probably would have been so emotional if every 5 seconds I wasn't trying to figure out what this meant in actual English. Like, whoever translated this, I don't know how. I don't know how you possibly thought that this was actual English. So, honestly, I wanted to do the first, up to 4, but I'm just gonna quit here and then find something decent to read this on somewhere different. I don't know. I'm gonna have to find some kind of translation. So if you know of any, just leave it in the comments or something. But if you did like this video. I did really enjoy the actual story. It's just I am really frustrated right now with this. I could barely read throughout that entire thing. So I'm really frustrated with that translation. But yeah, like I said, if you liked it. Comment down there. Tell me what you thought of my initial thoughts and stuff of the my initial thoughts on this first chapter, and I'll do 2 through 5 or something as soon as I can, as soon as I find a decent translation. Comment down there if you know of a decent translation. Subscribe for more of this, because I'm going to be doing the entire series, and more of One Piece, Manmusu, 12 Beasts, Tower of God, a ton more. Let me think. What else? Follow on Twitter if you want. I'll try to keep you updated there whenever I post anything or push anything back. And that's it. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.